are a diverse community who now have the bond of shared brokenness, worry, fear, and loss.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. That was a brief moment from tonight's vigil honoring those we lost during Wednesday's deadly mass shooting, and we'll have more from that vigil shortly. But first tonight, a single motor vehicle accident claimed the life of a Brewer man Saturday. According to the Bangor Police Department, 24-year-old Drew Baker of Brewer was traveling out of downtown when he crashed into a construction scaffolding set up in front of a house. The crash happened around 10:45 Saturday night. Baker, who was not wearing a helmet, was found dead at the scene. Police say Baker was traveling from Harlow Street onto Kentuskeg Avenue when he went across the oncoming lane, before leaving the roadway and striking the scaffolding. According to investigators, it was also determined Baker was FaceTiming on his cell phone at the time of the crash. An autopsy will be performed to determine if other factors were involved. The family lost their home to a house fire this morning. Fire crews responded to a residence on East Ridge Road around 10:30 a.m. According to Greenbush Fire Department, the fire began in the bathroom before spreading across the front of the house. Crews arrived on scene to find the front two rooms fully engulfed.
We performed interior operations to get the fire out, received mutual aid from Howland Fire Department, Milford Fire Department, and Old Town Ambulance.
According to Captain McCrum, there were no injuries. A mother and two children were in the house at the time of the fire. The homeowner says her family was woken up by her 7-year-old son, who helped make sure everyone got out safely.
We woke up this morning to our bathroom being engulfed in flames. The trash can was on fire. It's gone. There's no saving it. We're going to need all kinds of help that we can get.
Murray says she attempted to put out the flames with a fire extinguisher, but the fire began to spread too quickly. The fire is being further investigated by the State Fire Marshal's office, and a GoFundMe has been created to assist the family. The link to that can be found on our website at foxbangor.com. Turning now to our continuing coverage on the Lewiston shootings. The manhunt came to an end Friday after the discovery of suspected shooter Robert Card's body. Yesterday morning, the Commissioner of Public Safety gave further details on the moments leading up to that discovery. Our Grace Blanchard gives us a full recap.
As the nearly 72-hour manhunt for suspect Robert Card concluded, law enforcement and public officials piled into Lewiston City Hall once again.
We were certainly concerned right into the last second that we didn't know what this individual was going to do next or where he was going to do it.
According to Commissioner Sawchuk, Card's body was discovered in a trailer at the main recycling corp in Lisbon. Sawchuk says the trailer was one of 55 to 60 others in the company's overflow parking lot.
Maine State Police Tactical Team ultimately were the ones that located the body within one of those trailers.
He also confirmed that a long firearm was found in the abandoned white Subaru, and multiple firearms were found near Card's body, who officials confirmed died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Further details of the note discovered in Card's house in Bowdoin were also revealed.
I wouldn't describe it as a explicit suicide note, but the tone and tenor was that the individual was not going to be around and wanted to make sure that this loved one had access to his phone and whatever was in his phone.
Law enforcement are now beginning to demobilize the situation and transfer control over to the Lewiston Police Department.
We all had a common goal to find him. It took 2 days, but we found him, and everybody could sleep good last night.
The commissioner says although this was likely the last public briefing, the investigation is nowhere complete. In studio, I'm Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Mourners came together in Lewiston tonight to remember those lost in the shootings earlier this week. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard brings us more from the emotional event.
The mourning process has begun for the people of Lewiston and the entire state of Maine as the community came together Sunday night to hold a candlelight vigil.
Thank you for coming here tonight and helping us gather to get through the biggest challenge this community has ever known.
I want, as we gather, to honor grief and to look towards healing.
We will not be defined by the tragedies that have happened here. Fear, anxiety, and trepidation will not dictate our present or our future.
Like all, I extend my deepest sympathies to the families of the victims to those wounded, and to those who witnessed what no one should ever witness. I have the deepest gratitude for the law enforcement agents, first responders, and the health responders.
Together, we will get through this. Together, we will be stronger. Together, we will remain, as the sign says, hopeful.
Outside of the vigil, community members were calling for legislative action to help try and prevent the next mass shooting.
Somebody said that an ounce of prevention worth than a pound of cure. So I think this is the time for us to take action.
Citizens need to speak up and be very loud and very clear, and this is the clear, loud message right here.
In Lewiston, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In addition to tonight's ceremony, vigils were held across the state this weekend, extending beyond Lewiston. Saturday, Mainers gathered in Lisbon to remember the 18 victims with a candlelight vigil, coming together to grieve and take comfort in one another.
We are a community, but we're also a family, and that's why we're here tonight. Right now, the focus, the only thing we need to focus on is showing compassion and caring for each other.
Have something, like this happen, it's
It's taken our security away. It shattered it, really.
It makes you really stop and think.
In Bangor earlier tonight, another vigil was held at City Hall, where dozens of Mainers joined in moments of silence and prayer.
When tragic things happen, we all seek community and we seek opportunities to come together. It's been a hard week for everybody, whether you had a personal connection to what happened or not.
This could have happened anywhere, and I think that's the thing we all feel. And when it happens to us in Maine, we all feel it, because we all are part of this big family that we call Maine.
On Friday, authorities revealed the identities of the 18 victims whose lives were tragically taken in Lewiston on Wednesday night. And as we learn the faces and the names, we'd like to take a moment to tell the stories behind them. Tyler Cruz gives us a closer look.
On Friday evening, the Maine Department of Public Safety announcing the names and the faces of the 18 people lost during Wednesday's tragic events, and each of them leaving behind a unique legacy. Here are their stories. Starting with the youngest, Aaron Young, just 14 years old. A freshman at Winthrop High School, was at just-in-time recreation for a night at a bowling league with his father, William. The two of them were called the apple of each other's eyes. Robert Violet and Lucille Violet, a married couple in their 70s, were among the victims as well. Robert was an avid bowler. He started a youth bowling league and often took Lucy bowling in a couples league. William Frank Brackett, or Billy Brackett, is being mourned by the deaf community in Maine. Billy was a son, a husband, a father, and a friend to many in the deaf community. He leaves behind his wife, Christina, and their 6-month-old daughter. Keith McNair was a Florida resident, 64 years old. He was in Maine visiting a family member named Breslin, recently joking on Facebook about needing an air conditioner in Maine in October. Max Hathaway is a husband and a father of 2, soon to be 3, as his wife Brenda is expecting later this year. His sister says that Max was a loving person, and it was, quote, really something watching him become a father to his 2 girls. Stephen Vozella is another member of the deaf community lost on Wednesday evening. There was a cornhole tournament for the community at Schmeggy's Bar. Vozella was an active member of the New England Deaf Cornhole League, and they say he brought excitement and a huge smile to the league, and that is how he will be remembered. Tommy Conrad, 34 years old, was confirmed as one of the victims by his father, Timothy Conrad. He's survived by his 9-year-old daughter. Tommy was a new manager at the bowling alley, and he was planning a pumpkin carving night there for his daughter later this month and died protecting others in the venue. Michael Deslauriers II was also one of the victims at Just-in-Time Recreation. His sister Vicki Roy told ABC News her brother, 51 years old, loved golfing and bowling and bowled in a league once or twice a week. Michael's father told reporters he and a friend made sure their wives and children were safe before charging the shooter at Just-in-Time Recreation. Jason Adam Walker, also 51 years old, was confirmed as one of the victims during Thursday's press conference. He was with Des Lauriers at Just in Time Recreation, the friend that charged the shooter and protected the others there. Trisha Asselin was one of the victims from the bowling alley where she loved to frequent. She's remembered as a selfless friend and a kind and caring person. She leaves behind her son and was actively fundraising for breast cancer. Ron Morin was described as an upbeat, happy guy. His family is seeking privacy at the moment. Morin served as a softball umpire in Maine, and USA Softball Maine posted this message on their Facebook after hearing of the loss. They also tell us that he was a great guy and a pure human being. Peyton Brewer was playing in that cornhole tournament at the Bar and Grill while he lost his life as well. His brother Ralph told reporters that Peyton loved playing cornhole, spending time with his friends, and leaves behind a daughter who recently celebrated her 2nd birthday. Joshua Seal, another member of the deaf community whose life was tragically taken at Schmeggy's Bar and Grill. Seal served as the beloved ASL interpreter for the Maine Public Health's COVID-19 press conferences. Dr. Nirav Shah called him the voice and the face of the COVID response for the deaf community in Maine, saying he will forever be missed. Brian McFarland, another member of the deaf community taken from us on Wednesday night. He was also at the cornhole night at Schmeggy's Bar and Grill. McFarland was an avid member of the Deaf RC Club, a remote-controlled racing club across the nation. McFarland's sister says he loved riding motorcycles, outdoor activities, and hanging with his dog, M&M. Joseph Lawrence was a manager at Schmeggy's Bar and Grill on Wednesday night. His father, Leroy Walker, serves as a city councilor in Auburn and said that Joseph charged at the gunman with a knife to protect others in the bar. Arthur Strout, 42 years old, was also confirmed as one of the victims killed at Schmeggy's Bar and Grill. His father had just left before the shooting took place. Strout was a father of 5 and was playing pool that night with his dad.
And as we've mentioned before, authorities are emphasizing keeping the focus on the victims, and our hearts here at Fox ABC go out to all the family, friends, and communities impacted by these tragedies. And as said earlier, their healing process is just beginning. We are all in this together, and we are all Lewiston strong. Let's turn things over now to Conrad Sapinski, who's in with a first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much, David. Okay, not too bad of a start in the morning hours. Temperature-wise, we were at around 41 degrees. A couple of 30s up north. Millinocket, Greenville, a bit cooler in those mid-30s. But the coast, milder air still in the area. We had some low to mid-40s all over the region. A slight rebound, not much though. Temperatures at around 50 in Bar Harbor, 53 in Rockland earlier today. A couple of upper 40s in town, but up north, that's where that cold air is. 39 degrees. That's the highest temperature Greenville hit earlier today. Mainly staying dry. We do have lots of clouds in the area. And get ready, though. Big rainmaker and even some snow will be back in the forecast very, very soon. For now, though, winds are very calm all over the region, and temperatures are still pretty mild at the moment. Overnight tonight, though, we will continue to see the cooler temperatures rolling in, but still hovering at around 40 degrees with more chances of rain showers overnight.
Still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, resources are now available for those affected in the Lewiston shootings. And after he passed away earlier this year, one Maine family is remembering their son in a unique way. These stories and more when we return.
The McDonald's breakfast bagel sandwich. A fluffy egg, 2 slices of cheese, plus your choice of a steak patty, bacon, or sausage, all in a toasted bagel. Enjoy yours today.
Do you have a wet basement, nasty crawl space, settling foundation, sinking concrete, or clogged gutters? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basement-y. For over 30 years, thousands of homeowners throughout Maine and southeastern New Hampshire have trusted TC Hafford. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, stabilizing foundations, concrete leveling, and gutter installation. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems for all things basement-y.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Feeling from a backed up gut? Miralax works naturally with the water in your body to help you go. Free your gut and your mood will follow. For 8 grams of fiber, try new Mira Fiber Gummies.
Nothing brings people together like good food with the freshest ingredients. All natural Fage sour cream is so rich, so creamy, so good. Daringly simple, amazingly delicious. Discover Fage sour cream.
When pushed to the edge, how many will last? Special Forces, all new Monday, November 6th on Fox.
The McDonald's breakfast bagel sandwich. A fluffy egg, 2 slices of cheese, plus your choice of a steak patty, bacon, or sausage, all in a toasted bagel. Enjoy yours today.
Half-off deals. Save money at foxbangor.com right now. Get the best deals from restaurants, family fun activities, events, and your favorite stores all in one place. Go to foxbangor.com and click on half-off deals and see all the money you could be saving. Half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
The healing process is underway for victims and witnesses of Wednesday's shootings. A family assistance center is now open for them at the Lewiston Armory, offering a space to grieve and connect with resources. It's open 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and will remain open for the foreseeable future. CBS 13's Azer Reed spoke with the incident response manager on what kinds of services are offered.
People who were injured or present at the time of the shootings can get help and continue the grieving process at a family assistance center at the Lewiston Armory. Incident response manager for the Victim Services Response Team, Amanda Allen, says this is a place for victims to get everything they need all at once.
Being able to come to a place where the community can come and gather resources in a one-stop shop and feeling that community is really important.
Victims will be offered valuable resources like mental health help, spiritual care, financial aid, and access to victim advocacy and support services. Allen says a lot of victims may have felt alone these last few days.
When a tragedy like this affects the entire community, isolating oneself can be hard, and because of the lockdown that was in place, the shelter in place, a lot of people were isolated.
These services aren't just for people who were injured.
It's really important that if you were present but not injured, you may think you're not a victim because you were able to escape, but you most certainly have a lot of needs possibly, and we want to make sure we're meeting those needs here.
She says their job is to help discuss needs and fill gaps.
And it's very important to remember that every reaction that you're having is a normal reaction.
Many people who are deaf were impacted by the shootings. There will be ASL interpreters on site so everyone can communicate effectively.
This is also an opportunity for people to pick up items not deemed evidence, like bowling balls, car keys, purses, items left behind at the scene.
Vehicles left at the bar and bowling alley can also now be moved. This space also has facility dogs Sasha and Wally, who are trained for support in situations like this. There are also special services for children to talk with professionals.
If parents want to come in and they want to meet with individuals and they don't want their children to hear what's being said, we do have people who have been they've gone through background and they're able to care for the children.
Allen says they will make accommodations for people unable to come to the center.
If you feel that you can't come because you are too scared to come out of your home, we can try to arrange to have services met to you as well.
The Victim Services Response Team is also working with city officials to make sure the community needs are met long term. They're currently working on what that transition plan will look like.
Rifle hunting kicked off for Maine's residents Saturday without restrictions after the manhunt for suspected Lewiston mass shooter Robert Card came to a close. I spoke with hunters in Eddington about their first day of the season. Take a look.
My very first deer.
Hunters across the state took part in Maine Resident Only Day Saturday. The Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife announced Friday that hunting in Bowdoin, Lewiston, Lisbon, and Monmouth would be prohibited until further notice. However, that suspension was quickly lifted after suspected mass shooter Robert Card's body was discovered Friday night.
I think a lot of people feel a lot of relief, one, to kind of not be on guard. And I think a lot of people might not have gone out hunting or done a lot of different things. Now people can kind of get back to normal.
While they would not have been affected by the hunting prohibition, those who stopped by the Eddington store in Eddington to weigh and tag their deer say they're glad that everyone can start the season on time.
I was worried that they were going to suspend hunting season, but when they didn't, I was ecstatic. So I know a lot of people look forward to this every year, hunting season. So it's a way to put meat on the table for us for the winter.
Some say deer hunting is an important tradition in Maine.
All Mainers who enjoy hunting as a tradition are very grateful that it's open season. Everybody can do what they really enjoy. It brings families together. It's a great tradition, and I hope we can carry it on for generations.
For more information about hunting season dates and bag limits, view this story on our website at foxbangor.com. In Eddington, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News. An Erskine Academy student who passed away early this year is being remembered by one of his favorite things, socks. Our Callie Warren spoke with his family in China, Maine about what they're doing to honor his memory.
Remy Pettingill is remembered by those who knew him as kind and caring. The Erskine Academy student passed away in January of 2023 after sustaining injuries in a multi-car accident. Pettingill was an Eagle Scout and a counselor at Pine Tree Camps, but his family says his favorite things were his wild and colorful socks. His community turned this passion into a memorial by gathering socks to donate to a variety of homeless shelters and free clothing closets throughout Maine.
He was very vibrant. He brought a lot of love and joy into anybody's life that he met. He had a love of crazy socks, and when he passed, we said instead of flowers, we'd like to celebrate his favor of socks and helping others. So we said, bring socks. We figured we'd get a couple hundred. We've got over 8,000 pairs donated at his service and in the weeks prior to and beyond.
Pettingill's parents teamed up with nonprofit education group Jobs for Maine's graduates to expand collection sites and visibility of the sock drive. This culminated in the group's ongoing Socktober project, where others are encouraged to donate new socks of any size, all in Pettingill's memory.
I think it's a fun way to keep his spirit alive. It's a good reminder for people to just be kind. I think that's the message. His legacy was kindness, and that is a way that we can help him continue what he already started.
In addition to the sock drive, a memorial scholarship in Pettingill's name is given to students at Erskine Academy who demonstrate good character and kindness. To find out where to drop off socks or to contribute to Pettingill's scholarship fund, visit our website. In China, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A touching way to remember a loved one. When we return from break, news from across the nation and around the globe. Conflict in Israel continues, and a 2024 presidential candidate has dropped out of the running. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news, and Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
Fall into amazing savings during Flex Deals Fall Factory Authorized Sale. Rake in serious deals on all styles and models. Choose from our huge selection of fabric and leather, reclining and stationary furniture, including Flex Deals Latitude, South Haven, and Wynwood collections, and all crafted with Flex Deals exclusive lifetime warranted Blue Steel Spring. Prices are falling, so hurry in today for cool savings. Fall in love at Flex Deals Factory Authorized Sale.
Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A Holden. Live beautifully, my friends.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
U.S. Cellular is built for Maine. It's a network for telling inside jokes from across the country. Built for streaming your favorite song 1 more time, 10 more times. Built for capturing the moments you'll never forget. U.S. Cellular is proud to have been awarded top performing network availability in Maine, with coverage across all counties. U.S. Cellular, a network built for us.
We're lucky to live in Maine. We have a wealth of natural resources, hardworking people, and time for the things that matter. Mechanical Services is all about Maine, with energy efficiency that protects our environment and helps businesses grow. Preventive maintenance and energy solutions that save money. How Maine is that? Mechanical Services. We're everywhere you are in Maine.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7. You are watching WFVX, Fox 22, Lewiston Strong.
Fighting is intensifying along the Israel-Gaza border as Israel enters the next phase of its war with Hamas, though some families of hostages in Gaza remain concerned about the escalated attacks. Fox's Brian Lanus has more.
3 weeks after the Hamas massacre, Israel is bombarding the Gaza Strip from the ground, air, and sea. Explosions ringing in northern Gaza on Sunday. Israeli forces are expanding their ground operation, sending in troops and tanks backed by massive airstrikes. Despite the escalation, Hamas is still firing rockets across the border. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his country has entered the second stage in its war, a fight Israel has no choice but to win.
We will eliminate the enemy on the ground and under the ground. It will be the victory of good over bad, of light over darkness, of life over death.
But some families of hostages held by Hamas fear an all-out invasion could further endanger their loved ones. On Saturday, they asked Israeli officials to pause the fighting and negotiate, saying they would instead support a prisoner swap.
Do you think somebody who wouldn't hesitate to kidnap and abduct a 9-month-old baby is someone you can negotiate with reason with? No.
And there are new concerns this conflict is expanding after Hezbollah fired rockets and anti-tank guided missiles at northern Israel. Israeli forces responded with attack drones to destroy what they say was a terrorist cell in southern Lebanon.
Israel does not have a choice. Israelis have nowhere else to go. They have to defend their borders.
The United Nations says thousands of people in Gaza broke into aid warehouses, stealing food and supplies. The UN says people are scared, frustrated, and desperate amid intensified Israeli airstrikes. In Jerusalem, Brian Yennis, Fox News.
The Pentagon is responding to attacks on U.S. bases in the Middle East with strikes on Syria, while trying to avoid further escalations in the region. Fox's Rich Edson has the details from the Pentagon.
Defense officials say it was an F-16 and an F-15 Thursday night that struck those ammunition depot and storage facilities in the eastern part of Syria. Now President Biden is justifying those attacks militarily and saying that they were legal, sending a note to Congress that it was consistent with the War Powers Resolution, writing to Congress, quote, the precision strikes targeted facilities used by the IRGC and IRGC-affiliated groups for command and control, munitions storage, and other purposes. The strikes were intended to establish deterrence, though it is unclear whether the U.S. can keep these Iranian attacks from escalating further.
We are doing everything we can to avoid that type of direct confrontation. But make no mistake about it, we have to defend our interests. And I think the president has made that clear.
You got to go harder than blowing up a couple of empty warehouses in the desert. Sure. Yeah, you need to send a clear message. And the way to do that is to take out leadership, take out command and control. And the reason to do that is to avoid Iran thinking that it can escalate us into a regional war.
An accounting from Defense Department officials has 20 known attacks against bases housing American troops in the region since October 17th. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says more than 20 personnel have been injured. All have returned to duty, he says. This morning, the aircraft carrier USS Eisenhower and its accompanying strike group entered the Mediterranean Sea. The USS Ford carrier strike group has been in the Mediterranean. The Defense Department has also been sending additional aircraft, missile defense systems, and American troops to the region. At the Pentagon, Rich Edson, Fox News.
The pool for the 2024 Republican primary race for president gets smaller after former Vice President Mike Pence suspends his campaign. Fox's Mark Meredith has the story.
Former Vice President Mike Pence stunned a crowd here in Las Vegas by announcing that he is dropping out of the 2024 presidential primary. Pence, who launched his campaign back in early June, was still polling in the single digits. He had raised quite a lot of money, but there were questions about whether or not he was going to be able to qualify for the third presidential debate. That one's happening in early November in Miami. Pence says that this was a decision that was tough for him to make, but he also told the crowd that he simply felt this was the time to make the decision.
I came here to say it's become clear to me this is not my time. So after much prayer and deliberation, I have decided to suspend my campaign for president effective today. Now, I'm leaving this campaign, but let me promise you, I will never leave the fight for conservative values, and I will never stop fighting to elect principled Republican leaders to every office in the land. So help me God.
Pence was joined on stage after the event by his wife. It's unclear whether or not he's going to offer any endorsement anytime soon, but some of his fellow previous contenders, including former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, had nothing but praise for Pence's past and his lifetime of government service.
He's been a good man of faith. He's been a good man of service. He has fought for America, and he has fought for Israel, and we all owe him a debt of gratitude.
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie posted online that I am beyond grateful for everything Mike Pence has done for the country. He has consistently fought for American values from his time in Congress to his governorship and serving the American people as vice president. Pence is the first of the major Republican presidential candidates to drop out of the race. It's unclear whether or not he'll offer a formal endorsement anytime soon or if he'll wait until after a nominee is chosen. Former President Trump, who was also speaking in Vegas today, did not address his running mate's decision in at least the earlier event. In Las Vegas, Mark Meredith, Fox News.
After the break, we'll have the latest on the National Auto Workers strike, and a new governmental report has some interesting new details about the state of the economy. Stick around.
4 new costumes get the wildest guesses yet.
Tom Jones.
John Mellencamp.
Mariah Carey. Oh, and no, my baby mama.
All new Masked Singer this Wednesday on Fox.
Lately, we've all had to do more with less. At Chevy, we just want you to do more. So we continue to make affordable vehicles like high-tech SUVs, our strongest, most capable trucks, and the most affordable EV in America. It's how Chevy helps you do more for less. Current qualified lessees can get this Equinox for $269 a month. Visit your main Chevy dealer.
Winter is coming. Make sure your roof is at peak performance with Peak Performance Roofing. With over 20 years of experience in the roofing industry, our professionals provide quality craftsmanship and expertise that you can rely on. We are fully insured and work closely with your insurance company to make the process seamless for you. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Peak Performance Roofing today to schedule your free estimate. 416-8301. Peak Performance Roofing. Your roof is our priority.
Tired of your internet service constantly letting you down? Those other providers may promise the world with their flashy advertisements, but are you truly having a good customer experience? Fear not, because there's a new player in town. Introducing GoNet Speed. No more endless hold times or automated responses. We're here to listen, support, and provide you with the exceptional service you deserve. Our fast, reliable fiber internet, it's mind-blowing. Let us show you what true internet satisfaction feels like.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has you covered with an affordable Kia for everyone. Right now, you can own a brand new 2023 Kia Rio for less than $19,000. This car comes equipped, not stripped. Or lease a brand new 2023 Kia Forte for just $299 a month. Those are some great deals going on at Van Sickle Kia. And remember, you get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, the best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
I'm 82 years old, and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running. And I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
Shock in the entertainment community, Matthew Perry has died at the age of 54. Law enforcement has confirmed that to Fox that the Friends star was found dead at a home in the Los Angeles area in what appears to be a drowning. Perry is most well known for playing the beloved character Chandler Bing in the 90s sitcom Friends. He also starred in several movies, including the comedies 17 Again and Fools Rush In. In the past, Perry has opened up about struggling with addiction, and he has been recognized for his advocacy helping others on their journeys to sobriety. Last year, Perry published his book Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, a memoir, sharing stories about his battles with addiction and his acting career. And then there was one. General Motors, now the only automaker still without an agreement with the United Auto Workers Union. Fox's Jonathan Seri has the latest.
The UAW putting more pressure Saturday on the only automaker left to reach a deal with the union. Workers walking out from a General Motors engine plant in Tennessee. It's GM's largest manufacturing facility in North America, with almost 4,000 employees. General Motors says it's still in talks with the union and hopes to reach a deal as soon as possible. The UAW this past week agreed on contracts with Ford and Stellantis. Those deals came with 25% pay increases over the length of the 4-year contract. It's a drop from the 40% the union was asking for, but Union President Shawn Fain says it's still a win for workers.
We've achieved what just weeks ago we were told was impossible. We have begun to turn the tide on the war on the American working class. And we truly are saving the American dream.
The sticking points in negotiations with GM said to be on retirement benefits and issues with temporary workers. General Motors has more retirees than the other two automakers. Workers are already striking at one of GM's biggest plants in Arlington, Texas, that makes the Chevy Tahoe and Suburban and the Cadillac Escalade. The company says that walkout alone is costing them $400 million a week. A UAW lawyer calling out GM, writing on X, "Imagine everyone is making trucks but you. If everyone else could get it done, what does that say about you?" President Biden this weekend praised the deals reached with Ford and Stellantis. Workers still need to ratify the contracts before they become official. In Atlanta, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
New versions of the COVID-19 vaccines are out, but new data show they're not getting into Americans' bodies, and health leaders are worried. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says a national survey taken 2 weeks ago found only 7% of adults and 2% of children have gotten the updated shots. About 40% of adults say they won't get the shots, and a similar percentage of parents say their children won't either. The news comes as health officials say 18,000 hospitalizations and 1,200 deaths are still being reported weekly. A new government report out this week shows the economy is growing at a rate faster than it has been in years, but it's not necessarily a good thing for many Americans. Fox's Grady Trimble reports from Washington.
The White House is taking a victory lap after the latest report of 4.9% GDP. But it's not all good news.
That strong economy is a testament to the resilience of American consumers and American workers.
The consumer propping up economic growth in the third quarter, but it's coming at a cost to Americans' personal finances. Americans are taking on more and more debt, and many are dipping into their savings to keep up with higher prices. Credit card debt surpassing $1 trillion for the first time ever last year, while credit card companies charged a record $105 billion in interest.
The economy actually is in a really difficult place right now.
But the Biden administration doesn't seem worried.
The U.S. consumer, U.S. workers, they are absolutely the reason that we're seeing this resilience in the economy, and they are actually seeing increase in their wealth over this period.
And as the Fed seeks to reduce inflation to 2%, another rate increase could come before the end of the year.
My colleagues and I remain resolute in our commitment to returning inflation to 2% over time. A range of uncertainties, both old ones and new ones, complicate our task of balancing the risk of tightening monetary policy too much against the risk of tightening too little.
A new bank rate survey finds that 13% of those surveyed don't think they'll ever reach their savings goals. In Washington, Grady Trimble, Fox Business.
Don't go anywhere. Conrad Sapinski's in next with our first full 5-day forecast.
Get ready, guys. As cold temperatures roll in, you will need something like this. Yes, snow will be back in the forecast. When and how much? I'll have the answers coming up.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman. Are plumbing problems giving you a headache? Look no further than Sprague's Plumbing Solutions. With more than 10 years' experience, Sprague's Plumbing Solutions has the knowledge to assist with your plumbing issues. Whether it's a service, remodel, new build, or commercial, we've got you covered. For reliable, professional plumbing services, call Sprague's Plumbing Solutions today for a free estimate. 951-1637. We're here to make your plumbing problems disappear.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with its stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen and action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
Now you can get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. US Cellular, built for us.
Let's play Snake Oil.
Sniff out the scam product and win life-changing money.
This show's crazy.
All new Wednesdays after The Masked Singer on Fox.
Welcome back, my friends. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Get those umbrellas ready, though. Maybe even those shovels if you live up north. Another low-pressure system moving in. Right now, closer to Chicago, but it is all going up like this. So we are right in the middle of this low-pressure system. Track the next 24 hours. For now, though, overcast conditions, some thick clouds in the area. Temperatures, not too bad. We are hovering close to that 40-degree mark. But rainfall-wise, though, we are looking at possibly around half an inch of rain by Monday. And then by the coast, even a little bit more, where some places might even see up to 3/4 of an inch of rain. But now, folks, get ready for this. We are looking at some snow moving in as well. Mainly staying rain here in Bangor. Same story right by the coast. You got to go up north, just north of Dover, Foxcroft, to really get in on some heavier snow amounts piling up. Millinocket area, we're looking at possibly around 2, 3, 4 inches of snow. Slightly more in the Greenville area. Overall, though, temperatures will be hovering close to freezing. So this will be a very heavy, wet snow, folks. So please be careful. It is going to be very slippery outside, especially with this wet snow moving in very quickly as well by tomorrow. And of course, winter weather advisories have been posted to around 6 p.m. on Monday. Like I said, you got to go up north, Millinocket area, Greenville, and then north of that is where you're going to get those heavier snow amounts. Of course, higher elevation, more snow. We have all cooled down, though. That's why we're talking a little bit snow. Cold front right about here. It's crossing the country still. Take a look down south. Houston, 80s right now. Just north, though, San Angelo, Dallas, in the 30s and 40s. So very sharp cold front is crossing the country, and it will continue to cross the country the next 48 hours. Temperature-wise, though, we are much cooler than what we were just 2 days ago. Upper 40s here in town right now, earlier today, actually. Bar Harbor, 50. Rockland, 53 degrees earlier today as their high temperature. Up north, even some 30s. We're going to stay cool with well below average temperatures, actually, the next several days. Tomorrow, we're going to be cool as well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're staying low to mid-40s, then starting to warm up Friday into Saturday. So by next weekend, we are looking at temperatures actually going to be above average because by then, our average high is going to be closer to 50 degrees. So we will be above average by next weekend. For tonight, though, we're looking at mid to upper 30s outside, mostly cloudy skies. Some light rain showers will be in the area very late overnight. Maybe a couple of snowflakes mixing in. For tomorrow, though, high temperature around 39. Then we're pretty much going to stay in those mid to upper 30s throughout the day. Rain will be likely, heavy at times. Some snow may mix in, but most of that heavier snow will be up north, like I mentioned. Our extended forecast outlook does show a good-looking day for Halloween. Of course, that's a big day. It is going to be chilly, though, so bundle up out there, folks. Wednesday, Thursday into Friday, we are going to stay clear with temperatures starting to warm back up to around 52 degrees by Friday. David?
Looks like we're finally getting some of that colder weather. Up next, Ryan Sudol will get the ball rolling on sports.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has you covered with an affordable Kia for everyone. Right now, you can own a brand new 2023 Kia Rio for less than $19,000. This car comes equipped, not stripped. Or lease a brand new 2023 Kia Forte for just $299 a month. Those are some great deals going on at Van Sickle Kia. And remember, you get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, the best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
When the Coach House Restaurant wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. The Coach House Restaurant, family dining at its best with fine home-cooked meals, delicious homemade desserts, and a large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Dude, you coming?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Power Max Gels Cold and Flu Relief with more concentrated power. Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, Winter Warriors with Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Choosing Miracle-Ear was a great decision. Like when I decided to host family movie nights. Miracle-Ear made it easy. I just booked an appointment, and a certified hearing care professional evaluated my hearing loss and helped me find the right device calibrated to my unique hearing needs. Now I enjoy every moment. The quiet ones and the loud ones.
Make a sound decision. Call now and book your free hearing evaluation.
Lego Masters is back.
It's sink or swim.
Please float, please float, please float. We got a minifig down. All new Lego Masters, Thursdays on Fox.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. On Saturday, Maine football returned to the field playing Albany at home. The Black Bears fell to the Great Danes, but this was bigger than just a game, with the events of the past few days still fresh.
In lieu of everything going on, we wanted to make sure that we played for the state of Maine.
After an emotional week all over Maine in wake of Wednesday's mass shooting in Lewiston, Black Bear football took the field against Albany Saturday with heavy hearts.
There's stuff bigger than football, and that shows it. So, I just really hope that community, Maine, can just get better from it.
Since Thursday, the team practiced for the game as normally as they could, while also ensuring that their fellow Black Bears, especially Mainers, were not alone.
We took time to actually, be together, not even just like as a team, but as a athletic community, Maine Athletics, just coming together and just, supporting everybody and, just praying every day.
Maine started out the game with a bang, scoring a first drive touchdown, but Albany's big play offense was dominant the rest of the way as Maine fell 37-21.
I'm not going to sit there and say like they were doing this outrageous stuff. They played who they were. They played the plays that they play. We just have to do a better job of executing our plays.
Part of the lack of scoring was quarterback Derek Robertson's 3 costly turnovers, including a 68-yard scoop and score.
That's the difference. That's 100% on me. Can't turn the ball over. It puts the whole team in an awful spot. It's that simple. I just can't do that. I have to be a lot better.
With the loss, the Black Bears are now 2-7 on the year. But if there's one thing head coach Jordan Stevens is constantly impressed by, it's the team's ability to keep on coming to work.
Really proud of the players for continuing to show up ready to work because the guys love football. The ability that they have shown to just respond and come back Monday with a new attitude and new commitment to the week has been impressive.
Just as important, the team's commitment Saturday to play for all those affected by the events in Lewiston. From the patches on their helmets to the reading of the 18 victims' names, the biggest takeaway here is that the Black Bears are Lewiston strong.
I gave my full 110% effort today for Lewiston. I definitely went out there with a heavy heart today, but I just wanted to put on for Maine and Lewiston.
To be able to, put the block Maine across your chest, especially in a time like this, it obviously means a lot. We're just praying for them and hope this day can recover as quickly as possible.
It's just fantastic stuff there from all involved. And Coach Stevens also telling us at the press conference that the team will be announcing efforts to raise money for those affected by the Lewiston shooting in the coming days. Okay, let's stay with football here. Let's move over to Husson. Big game for the 5-2 Eagles Saturday, welcoming the number 19 team in the nation, Endicott, on Senior Day. Early second half, Endicott up 6-0. Goals Anthony Caginelli takes the handoff, cuts it up, and he is in for the score. They lead 13-0. A few minutes later, Husson threatening. Nick Visser is going to toss this one into the end zone. And watch this catch from Marcus Sessoms, reeling it in with one hand. He gets 6, and they cut it to 1 score. To the 4th, 2 minutes to go. Goals up 16-7, and Clayton Marengi, a great ball fake, calls his own number. 20 yards to the house for the touchdown. That seems to seal the game, but Husson ain't going away. They drive right down the field, and Visser connects with Cullen Casey on this time for the touchdown. Nice way to end the day for the Eagles. They fall, though, 23-13. And now to some other scores from the area. Husson Soccer in the NAC Men's Soccer semifinals wins over Thomas College 4-3, and Maine Maritime defeats Husson Women's Soccer in the NAC Women's Soccer quarterfinals. In the NAC Field Hockey quarterfinals, Husson wins 11-0 over UMaine Farmington. And finally, in Division I Women's Hockey, Maine falls to Boston University 4-3. Okay, now let's go to the Boston Celtics. Seas had their home opener Friday night against the Miami Heat and once again showed all the promise you can show this early in the season. They won 119-111 to go to 2-0 with the starting 5 scoring all but 8 of their points. Point guard Derek White was the high scorer with 28. 14 in the 4th quarter. A guy who sometimes didn't even play in the 4th quarter last year, head coach Joe Mazzulla says his competitiveness has boosted confidence in him. For White, it's the push he has received from his teammates and head coach.
He's a competitor, he's consistent, and he wants to win. And the plays he made tonight were sick. They were just sick plays. It's the only word you can describe it.
Hearing it from some of the top guys in the league that they want me to be aggressive, it obviously gives you more confidence, and Joe's given me confidence since the moment he stepped into the head coaching position. So all those combined, and I just got to go out there and be aggressive.
Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
You don't need an award to feel confident, but driving the best mass market brand and dependability by J.D. Power does feel kind of nice, doesn't it? Lease a new 2023 Forte LXS for $199 a month.
Great things are always cooking at the Ground. New menu, new specials, with an amazing variety of choices for every taste. Good times, great service, and amazing food. Only at your locally owned Ground, Odland Road, Bangor.
Nothing brings people together like good food. With the freshest ingredients, all-natural Fage sour cream is so rich, so creamy, so good. Daringly simple, amazingly delicious. Discover Fage sour cream.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has you covered with an affordable Kia for everyone. Right now, you can own a brand new 2023 Kia Rio for less than $19,000. This car comes equipped, not stripped. Or lease a brand new 2023 Kia Forte for just $299 a month. Those are some great deals going on at Van Sickle Kia. And remember, you get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, the best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Some things are worth waiting for. Something reliable, something loyal, something long-lasting. A 6-year warranty? Coyote's got that. One machine for all the dirty work? Count on Coyote. Coyote won't break your heart. And Whittemore & Sons got the deals that won't break the bank. So quit swiping and settling for less. Slide into Whittemore & Sons and be treated like family. By a family who cares. 257 Waterville Road, Skowhegan.
Honey, where's the countertop?
I sent it out to the granite shop this morning to be replaced.
Wow. The quickest turnaround in the business. The Granite Shop in Sedgwick.
Lease a new 2023 EV6 Wind for $399 a month.
25 words or less.
Monster. Dracula. Zombie. Frankenstein. Yeah.
5 days a week.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Don't worry about getting this new spaghetti sauce on your favorite sweater. Rapper Eminem is releasing the Mom's Spaghetti pasta sauce, named after an iconic line in his song Lose Yourself. The sauce is used at the rapper's restaurant with the same name and is now available to fans across the country. Jars sell for $13 on momspaghetti.com, with orders set to ship on Sunday. Kids and adults alike trotted up to a Halloween celebration in Orono Saturday. Witter Farm's annual Trick or Trot event brought together animals, candy, face painting, and more to highlight the spooky season. At the University of Maine, kids got a up-close look at a variety of animals and a jump start on the holiday. Some say events like these help to develop a sense of community.
It's a really good sense of community, and it brings everyone together, which is awesome. And bonding over animals and fun games and candy. We got a lot of families and a lot of little kids in their costumes, and a lot of students too.
To learn more about the Maine Animal Club, which hosts the event, visit our website at foxbangor.com. That's all for tonight on Fox 22 News at 10. Join us again tomorrow for the latest in local news. Good night, Maine. We are all Lewiston strong.